Ma and Swamiji. This spreading of the message is not confined only to the non-affiliated centers. It is the work for all of us. In fact, the Ramakrishna Mountain Mission have been doing this Bhava Prachar for more than 100 years. What is new is not Bhava Prachar, but the idea of the Parishad. As several speakers pointed out yesterday, the idea of Parishad came as a sequel to the second convention, the Ramakrishna Mountain Mission second convention held in Belur in 1980. It was the authorities of Belur then decided that there should be a coordinating and supervising organization or an institution to bring together the non-affiliated centers closer to the mainstream. The Bhava Prachar Parishads and the Parishad branch centers, they are all doing wonderful work. They are also, like Ramakrishna Mountain Mission, doing lot of different types of social service. But Swamiji has made an important point. He is stated in different contexts the importance of spreading spiritual ideas also along with the different types of social service. Swamiji speaks of three kinds of dana: Annadana, secular Vidyadana, Jnanadana. So along with Annadana, material necessities, and secular knowledge which we are doing in the parishads and the branch centers of our Ramakrishna Mountain and Parishad branch centers, along with that should also give spiritual knowledge also we should distribute. We should also spread the message of Thakur Ma and Swamiji. In one of his letters to Sudhir Maharaj, that Swami Shuddhananda ji, the letter was written in English. Swamiji wrote to Swami Shuddhananda ji, Akhandananda is working wonderfully at Mahula, but the system is not good. It seems they are frittering away their energies in one little village, and that too only doling out rice. I do not hear any preaching has been done along with this helping. All the wealth of the world cannot help one little Indian village if the poor are not taught to help themselves. Our work should be mainly educational, both moral and intellectual. I have not learnt anything about it, only so many beggars are fed. This is the Swamiji gave so much importance to spreading spiritual knowledge, and this is the basic message of Thakur Ma and Swamiji. This message, to put in one word, you may say it is practical Vedanta. That is what all the Thakur Ma, Swamiji, they all taught this. How to apply the highest spiritual truths of the Upanishads and the Gita in our practical life, dealing with the day-to-day problems of life. That is practical Vedanta. As Swamiji has explained it, our real nature is neither the body nor the mind, but the spirit or the Atman. And this Atman or the spirit is the inseparable part or reflection of the Supreme Spirit, an infinitude of consciousness known as Paramatma, or popularly as God. That means our real nature is divine. But owing to ignorance, we are not aware of this, our real nature. So we are only potentially divine. This is the and life, according to Swamiji, is the manifestation of spiritual life, is the manifestation of this divinity within. This is the basic message of Swamiji, Thakur Ma and Swamiji. That is what Swamiji wanted to spread. It is in this light, in the light of this understanding, that we have to think about the today's topic, for general topic for discussion. Swami Vivekananda, in the light of 150 years, as far as my understanding goes, what this topic means is the significance and influence of Swami Vivekananda during the last 150 years or 120 years. These 120 years or 150 years may be divided into three periods. First, Swamiji's influence during before India attained independence. Second is Swamiji's influence after India's independence. And third, lastly, Swamiji's influence in the present age. Regarding the first two periods, Swamiji's influence during pre-independent and post-independent eras, I have no time to discuss now, and there are many books and articles have already been written on this subject. So I shall confine only to the present age, Swamiji's influence in the present time, significance and influence of Swami Vivekananda in the present time. We are now at the dawn of the 21st century. A new age is dawning before us. Right before our eyes, we see the rise of a new India. A new India is rising before us. Some 20 years ago, India was considered one of the poorest countries in the world. Within 20 years, great change has happened, and now India is poised to become the third economic superpower in another 20 or 30 years. What has made this possible? The knowledge revolution. If you study history, you will find there are three revolutions. One is the agricultural revolution, which brought into existence the agricultural society. That lasted more than 10,000 years. Then came the industrial revolution. Industrial revolution brought into existence the industrial society. Then came the knowledge revolution. It began in the last decade of the 20th century. That is bringing into existence the knowledge society. In India, in India, the agricultural society still persists, but the remaining part is growing fast. We missed the industrial revolution, but we made use of the electronic revolution, and through this mastering, the Indians have mastered the software knowledge, and through that, and along with that, the globalization of economy. Through these collective processes, India has attained spectacular progress. So this is the time when Swamiji's message needs to be popularized more. We are now in the knowledge society. In a knowledge society, the economy is driven by knowledge. Any kind of knowledge it can be utilized to drive economy. And our youngsters, young students coming out for institutions, they got infinite opportunities now. The sky for a bright student, the sky is the limit. So many opportunities are available now. This is the time when the youngsters need Swamiji's message of the potential divinity and how to manifest it in their lives. This will be a source of inspiration for them to face the challenges of life. Growth in wealth, increase in wealth, economic growth without corresponding growth in morality will lead only to destruction and enormous harm. That is what we find in some of the Western societies. To prevent that, along with the economic growth, there should be spiritual knowledge also must spread among the people. This is without that we find enormous increase. Already we can see in India and other countries, but in India, especially in recent years, enormous increase in crime, violence against women, terrorism, especially corruption. Of course, these are big social problems. They have only political solutions. But apart from these major socio-political problems, even in the ordinary life, in the lives of ordinary people, even in the lives of our devotees, we have many problems in our day-to-day life. Problems regarding work, the problems regarding family life, regarding children's education, many problems. Life has become very fast, one thing we can see, and human relationships have becoming weaker. Parents live in one place, children live in another place, and the human relationships they lost their original idea of permanence and eternality. So how to deal with these problems? Especially life has become most stressful. So how to deal with these problems in the light of Swami Vivekananda, the message of Sri Thakur Ma and Swamiji, that I believe should be one of the topics of discussion in the panel discussion that is going to take place soon after this. I will just conclude with two statements. One is that this organization or this movement was started by the avatar of the age. It is after Buddha that such a vast new spiritual movement, a universal spiritual movement, which is meant not only for Indians but for all the people of the world without any distinction. It is centered on morality and revival, renaissance, spiritual renaissance. This kind of spiritual movement, it is first time that is taking place after Buddha. And this, as Swamiji said, this will go on. It is not it's a temporary phenomenon. Now there are several spiritual organizations have come up in recent years. This movement is not like that. It is built to last centuries. The second point is this organization is guided and governed by the mother power, the universal mother power. Sri Thakur has said about everything is done by the divine mother. Swamiji said Sri Ramakrishna has awakened through his fervent prayers, has awakened the Brahma Kundalini. So that mother power is guiding, and it is the mother power that is holding the whole movement, the whole organizations, all the members of the organizations. And that mother power, I am sure, is guiding this movement forward to remain attuned to this Mother power is what we all have to do. Jai Ma. Namaskar. धन्यवाद.